We start with the monthly chart. We didn't have the update for quite a long time. Now we want to see what's the next. And as we can see, after we get this drop, we want to see whether we can look for the reversal or not. Okay. And mostly we can expect the price consolidate here for longer time, similar to what we had here, even longer than what we had here before we see the next move. And as you can see, the price couldn't take the previous low. Okay. By the way, we don't see any reversal point based on the monthly chart. And if we move to weekly chart, whenever we see this kind of the reversal as a corrective, at least we can look for the one more drop or deeper correction before we say the next trade. Okay, that's why we need to be quite careful. Even with the next drop, mostly we can look for the divergence based on weekly chart. It can give us better information and confirmation for the reversal. But at this point, any trade based on lower time frame will be a short-term trade, and even based on daily chart. Whenever we see this kind of the reversal as a corrective, we need to be quite aware that the next drop, the possibility for the next drop is very high, following by divergence before we look for the next trade as a long term. It doesn't mean we cannot look for buy within this range. We can look for buy, but any trade for buy will be a short term, and the breakout of the 75 is quite important for us. All right. And we prefer to see the breakout of the 75 following by sharp move, deeper correction. This is where we can look for the next trade. Reversal as a corrective, then any trade based on lower time frame will be a short-term trade. And even if you move to, if we zoom in, for me, even if I want to look for next trade, I prefer the price drop quite similar to what we had here. Then if I see the flat, then from there I will take the trade. But at this point, I don't see any trade setup for the next, based on daily chart. Okay. Then that's mean at this point, if we don't have any trade, then based on daily chart, and if I move to 1 hour chart, similar explanation. Having entry above this, I won't suggest it. As I mentioned, if there is a continuation, any trade will be as a short term. And if I want to, at this point, if I want to look for trade, I prefer this one turn to deeper move, similar to what we have here before I take the next trade. Having entry above this is not valid. And if I move to 1 hour chart, similar explanation. It doesn't mean the price cannot continue from here. Even we can look for continuation as a sharp move, but we don't have any trade setup. The only thing is we want to see whether the price can break the 75 as a sharp move or not. Anyway, if we move to daily chart, what we can see here, reversal as a corrective move. The only thing is any trade will be a short term based on lower time frame. And we need to be quite careful. At least we should know where is our stop loss or take profit when we're looking at the trade as a short term. And in this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.